Guys, welcome to another session by Schach-manuel-lernen. So, last time we stopped by 2k rapid, and today we try to reach 2k and 100. And yeah, without further explanation, we play 10 plus 5. And yeah, let's jump straight into the game. Time mode is a bit slower, which is perfect, so I can explain you a bit more, details. So we play with black. Today we try to play a bit more theory. So we play the King's Indian, or we try to. If you play c4, then we can play g6. And yeah, you will see the idea, like put the bishop on the long diagonal. This is sideline, d6. And now it comes, e4, bishop f4. Then small castle. Then I play h6. Try to play this, or just to play this. Okay, he plays it a bit less ambitious, I would say so. Okay, so we can play now e6 first. So the idea is if he plays d5, we can close center and gain a bit space. Bishop e2, he finishes his development. I can play rook e8, try to support e5 in long term, castle, then b6. So the idea is to play bishop b7 to attack on this diagonal, since his bishop is not here. Maybe tries now to play his knight back, bishop f3 attacks, but yeah, it's not really dangerous. And if he puts it back, then I can play e5, because it's twice defended, twice attacked, so not a problem. And yeah, that's why he takes time. Idea could be on attacking on queen side with b4. Yeah, a lot of other options. Okay, you want to play c5, but we finish our development. If he plays now c5, I would take, and then I play e5, and so on and so on. e4 is now blocked, so potentially idea is to play knight and try to support it with the other knight. But yeah, still not clear, like it's a really balanced position. That's why it's interesting to play, because you have a lot of time to think about what are your ideas, and really to go deep into the position. Okay. Yeah, finish development. And then I try this in next move. Yeah, we don't have to pre-move because it's a lot of time, and we get 5 seconds by each turn, which is, for my standard, quite a lot. Okay, this one we retake. Then play this. Maybe one exchange now bishop. Here's an option. then I would say we go here out of this file. Queen e7 to play e5. Because d5 I don't want to play because takes and then c7 is under pressure and yeah. And I don't take now because then I would help him. So I will wait until he takes me and then I gain a tempi. Like tempi is he takes and then I take and I attack the queen, so he has to do something with queen. Yeah, I can still take a bit later if I want, but at the moment there's no rush for me, I would say so. Okay, he takes, so I take back. Now he attacks the knight, and since I want to play a bit more active, I play now f5 to support my knight. So the only way he can bring him away is with f3, and then his knight has to go to d3, maybe something like this, maybe. But yeah, it's not really clear what he will do. My next ideas are g5 or e5. Okay, he goes back like that. Then, yeah, 3-time attack. 1, 2, 3, 4-time defended. So it's not a problem, I can play it. Just have to make sure how much sense it makes. Or I could play g5 and g4. Gives a bit more attack. And he has to go bishop h2 because on bishop g3 I just take and his pawn structures not really good. So I guess this is the way for put a bit of pressure on him. It's also enough defended, so we don't have to worry about that. Now, okay, g4 we can't recapture because then the knight is hanging. So we can, yeah, try to prepare it, or we could play okay, let's defend first this pawn, because in all the lines that I'm thinking is at the end and this pawn hanging, and we try to avoid that now. Yeah, we have a lot of time, so we can really think about the moves properly. Now he's attacking this, and if we play a5 he can play this. That's the idea. But a7 is a bit poisoned, because if he takes I can play rook a8, queen has to go to b7, and then I can take on a2, and then I activated my rook. So now g4 is possible, like takes, knight d2, takes, and then yeah, okay, not really the yellow from the egg. Okay, we prepare it, we play queen f7. So the idea is this, and then if knight goes away, we can take here with check. That's the idea of this line. Okay, he sees that, not yeah, not unexpected. So I take and then we play g4 regardless of that. And you see it's still very balanced. I have a bit of an attack, not much, but at least a tiny bit. And yeah, his queen doesn't do that much yet. I mean, of course, he can just bring it back, kind of that. Or like this. It's not like that. Or he takes, that's the other option. And yeah, now I will try to play rook f8. H5, H4, and then make this breakthrough. Or he makes it. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting move. I see what he wants. The question is how we answer it. I think about e5. Like take here. e5 takes here. We have to take because of d7. Then yeah, takes, and this is protected. So I guess e5 is the answer. Like this is now really instructive. Like here you would have a lot of calculate in a classical position. We also calculate a lot, but not as much. Yeah, so he takes here. And now, okay, I missed something. Because if we take here, he can play rook d7. The question is, how bad is that? We can also take here, rook d7, queen f5. And this one is hanging as well. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, that was not a really good move. But okay, I try to. Yeah, okay. No, I take like that. If he takes, I have to try to take here. If he plays rook d7, then I will play rook f5 to protect it. And other moves, yeah, he takes it, which makes perfectly sense. And I take here. And yeah, on rook d7. I wanted to say that I can play this one, but he just takes with checkmate, and now I can't really defend it. Yeah, so this one, this one I missed. Yeah, this one I missed. E5 was really bad because I didn't take enough care about the g5 pawn, g4 pawn. Okay. Yeah. Okay. New attempt. Sicilian defense. Now we play this time a bit more theory. So we play the open line. This is all well-known theory. And okay, he goes for the dragon. So we didn't play it for a long time. I play this, and yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Now castle short. Okay, I like that. Like here, the idea is we castle the opposite, and if you castle the opposite, it's like a race. Who makes first mate, kind of. It's always really interesting games, and yeah, we have to be really precise to play it. Because we castle in this semi-open file. Semi-open because here is still a pawn. And yeah, this one is terrible because we can take here. If he takes with bishop, this pawn is twice under attack and just once defended. Or we can play this and play this. Now question is which one is better. Yeah, I guess if we can exchange queen, it's just perfectly fine. And if he takes with pawn, okay, he opens this file. But then he can't exchange the queens and he can't castle. So we take here. And if he, yeah, he has to take more or less, and when the queens are off the board, yeah, a lot of danger is eliminated of the attack. So now you see we are a pawn up. And now finish our development with bishop c4, bishop b5. Yeah, I guess bishop b5 is even better. I would say it's even better. Because it's my weak bishop, because my pawns are on white. So this one has a bit less space. And all the traits are good for me. Now I'll go back. And this bishop can, in the late game, attack this one, and this bishop can't attack this one. That's why the slight advantage is here. Okay. Now the logical move would be this, the obvious move, to double the rooks on the d file. But I can play bishop b6, that he can't go on the d8 square, and he can't move forward with his pawns. This one is never possible, because I just take it, so it's quite a good move. And this check here is, yeah, not really helpful. So now I make it, and then I can try to exchange everything. Can also play knight d5 and ask for exchange. And yeah, looks not too bad. Okay, he's attacking my rook, but he forgot his knight. It was once defended, he goes there, now it's not anymore defended. So it's a free knight. And if he plays this, he can trap my rook, which he does. Then I will play this one and then give an exchange back. But now we have a pawn up plus knight and bishop against rook, which is 2 points, and that's, yeah, normally a lot. The thing is, he can still go to d8, and my next move will be knight d5, that I have all of this kind of ideas. Okay. I still play it. Yeah, I still play it. Or I can play this for attacking this. Which one is better? I guess this one. Because on knight d5, this one is a bit tricky. So I have to move rook. And then, okay, bishop is defended. Yeah, okay, now this one is better. This one is stronger. Also, the king can't come here. With this neither, but yeah, I play my pieces really actively. And my dream scenario would be this pawn here. But it takes a bit. So next piece I will activate is my king to support c4. And after c5 is, yeah. Okay, this is what I expected. So now we can play this one. And now bishop is protected. This one, yeah, it's a really strong knight here. And yeah, okay. Now he attacks this pawn twice. So I will move one forward. Twice defended, so no worries about that. And you see he is kind of blocked because he can't use this open file that would be really strong. And yeah, okay, king e8. I could make Zwischenzug because he has to go back, and then I can take, which is a bit better than when king is here. So I play this one first. He can't go here because of bishop, so only move. And afterwards I can take. Now 3 points up, and we have already a passed pawn because black doesn't have one of these pawns that could stop the pawn. So yeah, we now try to convert this into a proper victory. Like with all these ideas, play this or play this. I mean, nothing is possible yet of that, but long term. And this knight here makes the difference, because if he gives the exchange back, which he can, but then he's down a piece, and then he will just, yeah, lose because of that. Of course we don't take, because this one has to remain there. So we activate our king. And if he takes, we take. If he plays here, he gained a bit of space, but not really relevant in this position. And his h7 now is also weak, just for say. And rook can't activate here because bishop is blocking this square and knight is blocking this square. So neither here you have counterplay. If he tries to go king there, I could play this nice fork. Yeah. Now he pins my knight. Don't care that much, I just activate the king. And now it's always this threat, in case he would move with rook somewhere. and then yeah, game would be over. So he can't activate his pieces. That's why the difference. That's why this material is even stronger. Okay. Okay, I can play now this one for this, but defend it doesn't have that much. So I play b4 with this threat, because now it would be protected. c3 is protected because of knight, and the knight is still protected. So everything is perfectly safe, and yeah, we just really can enjoy this position. Because what he does here with his 2 pawns, we really don't matter, because he has to deal now this threat. And I don't see how. I mean, of course he can play this, but then I give check. He can't go here, so you have to go here. And yeah, then I can win another pawn with on e5. So looks pretty good. We still have to play to the end, okay? But now we play just this, and yeah. Now I guess he will resign soon, because with 1 piece left at our level, kind of, it's normally 1, especially with this time. Okay, was a good played game. He just missed, like he lost first this pawn on d6, and then on f6 he blundered a piece, and both together is quite a lot. Let's say it like that. Okay, d4. Let's try it again with King's Indian. G6. That's theory. Bishop g7. d6. Classical King's Indian. If you never heard about King's Indian, you can search it, and then you will find a lot of theory, kind of. So we attack now the center. Normally you don't play that, because it's only 1 time defended, 2 time attacked. So yeah, he can take if he wants. And if he takes now, that would be mistake. Now I don't remember exactly how it was. I guess it was yeah, if you don't remember about the theory, maybe you shouldn't play it sometime, but okay. Let's play something that is definitely not theory. So we change that, our strong bishop normally, but we do it for the sake of this square. That's the idea, to remove this defender, because the knight here is quite strong. Yeah, I mean, he can play that, that's not a problem. We will still play it. If he takes, we can take with pawn, that we have a passed pawn, or we can take with queen, but with pawn it's much better, because in next move we can defend it, and then we have a defended passed pawn. Okay, now we can still think about it. Queen takes. Yeah, it's just rook coming and then queen has to go away, so it's not really helpful. He can play now this. Takes, and by defending he can take en passant. And we don't want that. So either we play now c5, or we play knight here with the idea to play it here. And I guess this is a bit better because we can play c6. Knight has to go somewhere, and then we can make this, win a tempi, c5, and then pawn is protected. And now this bishop is a bit less worse because now he's defending this pawn. And when you look a bit further, he also attacks indirect b2. Now he attacks this, plus he want to play f4. That's why I don't play bishop e5, because he can play f4 and just wins time for free. And I play this one now. Now we will see where he will go. Here, to attack this rook doesn't make sense because I will attack him, and he can't escape. So yeah, okay. Now I blocked f4, that he went there, and if I would play c5, he would just come back and wouldn't help me that much. So here I can play this one. Try to exchange it for a bishop, maybe. And yeah, kind of these things. Now we can play queen b6. Gives this slot for rook. Also attacking b2 and protecting d4. Okay, now we can protect it. And now you see it's indirect the rook. Nothing happens yet, but you never know, right? Okay. You want to play this one, and I don't really want that. So I could play h5. Of taking, I'm not afraid because this bishop is still blocked. So I can play this. Yeah. Maybe he will come with that to attack, but it needs a bit of time. He goes out of this diagonal, which makes perfectly sense. Now I will play, I guess, queen c7. Try to do this in case he would take this, then would have a problem. If he takes back with knight, then I can take and yeah, play this. Yeah, because queen did the job. And okay, he saw that kind of. So now I play king h7 to defending a bit the main squares. I guess he thinks now to attack here or to play that. And now I can't take because it's pinned. So I go out of this pin. Question is now if I go to e7 or to a5. I guess a5 is not really good because of b4, and then I can't defend it anymore, and then at the end it will fall. Okay, I could go back, but then I just lost time, and that's why I play this one. And if he takes now, I don't take with bishop, because he could play f4, and yeah, he gains a lot of space. So if he takes, I would take with queen. That in case he would play f4, I could take on e4. And yeah, or he plays it like that. But then okay, I take, because I'm forced to go away. f5 is an option, but then queen is coming, and I'm not really sure about this. So I play bishop h6 to attack f4 and to put it hopefully there. Yeah, I expected that. Ah, f5, I expected e5, okay. This one I guess I will just take, and then exchange queens with a check. And now we have opposite colored bishops, which helps normally the attacker. And in endgame it's quite often really drawish, kind of. It's with check, and then I will close the file. Okay. Now we are in a really interesting endgame because of this opposite bishops. My idea now is to play like this, at least with the idea, and that's exactly what we will do, because with the king we would take a lot of time until we reach a good square, and here we can't come through because of this pawn. So I play this one. If he plays king f3, I'll play this one to attack this, and then I will come with next rook. That's my idea so far. Play this. g3 will come. No, g3 won't come, because if he plays g3, I can play this. Pawn is twice attacked, and he can't defend it because of, yeah, the bishop that controls g1. Okay, he still plays it. That's a bit weird. And you see, this bishop is better than this, because I mean, this one is first protected by a free pawn. Oh, this is not good for him. Yeah. And this bishop looks at his own stuff. And now I can use this pin, this pawn, so I can take here, takes, and I won a pawn. Question is just, will he have counterplay on the e file? I guess so. So I don't want to allow that, and that's why I play rook e8. That my idea is rook e for playing, and yeah, then it would be game over. He can't play this because it's twice attacked, and it would be only once defended. And he can't go back on this line because it would be rook for free. So yeah, looks quite interesting. Yeah, okay, this now is just game over. Because I can just take his bishop. And yeah, I guess he will resign now. Okay. Interesting game, especially with this, endgame. I mean, rook g1 was just a blunder. I'm not sure what he thought about that, to be honest, but yeah, can happen to everyone, right? And yeah, looks good. I guess one more victory and then we have it. And a game with white. e4, e5. So far 4 different openings, more or less. So we develop our minor pieces first. Yeah, I don't know this theory, to be honest. That's why I play a bit different stuff. h3, g4 gains a bit space, weakens a bit king side, but yeah, it's okay. It's once attacked, once defended, so we can play this. Knight f6 will attack everything. Is defended, but not enough. But yeah, we can play it. He knows the theory for sure a bit better, but I guess there are not that many traps as far as I can see, I'm hoping. But yeah, we will see. Natural move would be this, but it's also always in the consideration to just take everything. And then we can castle maybe long side, and then to play f4. Okay, this one is also really interesting. If I play f4, he will give this check, so I have to go away with the king. So that's why I play first this move, like developing. And if he plays knight f6 for attacking, I will block his bishop with this move. And yeah, I have a bit space advantage from the opening. But yeah, I mean, it's not crucial so far. Okay, yeah, he plays this one. Attacks bishop. This move is not good because he blocks his knight. So this knight has to go there or there. And I can really easily just play queen d2 to defend it. And next move is bishop g5. And then his queen doesn't have any squares. So the queen would be just trapped. Okay. Yeah, so we can just play what I mentioned. We have to think about this one, but I just gives him this spot so he can save it, but then he loses an entire rook, and that's just way too much. So I don't know what he's gonna play. He buried the queen, kind of. So that's why it's always important to develop your minor pieces first before queen. He wanted to play queen that he can castle, I understand that. but he should have played like queen d7 or something like that. But like that, it's just yeah, a terrible blunder, and looks like we could win in move number 11 if he resigns. He can also play further, but doesn't help that much at the end, I guess. Yeah, only move that he has. If I take with knight, he has this square. If I take with bishop, he has this square. I take it, guess I will take with this one. And then, yeah, he can save the queen. And now we are rook up, which is 5 points. And this one we should be able to win. Now we castle to finish our development. We got a bit interrupted by winning material. Yeah, next idea is bishop g2, f4, f5. Now it's a bit blocked because it's 3 times attacked, so we have to defend it with developing our rook. And you see his king is in the middle now, so he is in quite some danger. Yeah. We try to attack queen, and then f5, and then his bishop is trapped. Okay, so f4 is protected, so no problems. And then, yeah, we should be able to make the win, like to convert it into our 2.1k, hopefully. Okay, yeah, we just play this, and now a bit more material for us. And if he doesn't take, he doesn't run away, so we can just wait a bit with taking. And yeah, rook up is not that much to say, to be honest. It's just completely won. The trick that he has is kind of h6, bishop g5 to go on this diagonal is an option. But on h6 I can still take because I have time. And if you go somewhere with knight, I can just go one step to the left with the king. That would be a last trick that you could try with black, which he will try, which is reasonable. Now he tries to play h6, I guess. Bishop still doesn't have any safe square. So, yeah, we will be soon game over. Now you see I don't have to take it because he doesn't run away. So I protect my knight and maybe try to use this pin at the end. And I guess in the next move I will take. And now we're by 7 points ahead. And yeah, soon it will be more. Okay, now I take. Okay. And then we play e5 because this pawn is pinned, so you can't take. Then this pawn is 3-time attack. And we just open now all the lines for attacking his king. Because my king is safe, also due to the extra material. and he will struggle to defend it. Okay, he wins this pawn. We don't care because we have just enough material. Taking now this trick. Okay, I agree, so we step back with the king. We just step back. But was a good try. Yeah, now he left the defender, so now we can take here. And now we try to find the fastest mate. If he goes here, take, he is forced to take. Then here, then he has to go here or here. Doesn't matter what he play, we play queen c6, then he goes to b8 or there, and then it's checkmate. So it's checkmate in 1, 2, 3, in 4. So 2. Three and 4. Perfect. So yeah, those were really interesting games. We lost one, but it was well deserved. And yeah, besides that, we won all the other 3 with good tactical play. We finally reached our challenge that we set always. And yeah, I hope you learned a bit something from it, to get a bit some ideas from this clip, from these games that you could turn into a benefit by your own games. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Have a nice week, stay healthy, and see you. Bye bye.